Okay, Joe in real life. So this is my overhead press day, and full disclosure, I am still insanely sore. So I really abbreviated the workout. It's just overhead press and this kind of partial Turkish get up thing with 20 pounds for reps. Um, Really, it's my abdominals. Like, I've been doing the ab wheel, I've been doing some oblique work. The Turkish get ups are extremely core heavy. And I just, like, I think I was saying it yesterday. Like, I sneeze and I'm in great pain. Like, and it's muscle soreness, it's not injury. And it feels good in a way, but it's very limiting. Uh, that's only 65 pounds on the bar, which is a little too light for overhead press for 10. But I knew 75 would be too heavy, excuse me. And so the thought right then is, well, why not 70? Like, push the number in the middle, you know? And I get that, but also why not 65, you know? Can I give my body a little opportunity to grow? Can I grow into the weights? Can I give myself a chance to catch up with this fatigue? This is only week 1, and it went really, really well. If I allow myself to get excited about how well week 1 went, and I push too hard into the future, then somewhere around week 4, I'm going to hit the kind of wall that I can't scale, you know? And I know that from long experience of being a stupid guy. So, why not 65? And that's what I did. And I show you my first set, my second set, and then the 5th set. Sets of 10, right? And you'll see on the 5th set that it's pretty challenging, but it still moved. It still moved relatively quickly. The last 3 reps, if I'm remembering right, were pretty hard, but also not overwhelming. And certainly 70 was possible. Here's the other part. The first set felt too easy, but I was like, but I bet the 5th won't. And that's a little bit of gambling, right? You know, because certainly I could have changed the weights throughout, and that's not something I'm shy about doing. But I kept waiting for the shoe to drop on a later set, like it did with my deadlifts, like it did with my squats, and it just didn't. You know, overhead press felt good. I kind of want to credit that too to these weird little pinwheel movements I was doing. I needed something for oblique, and I wanted to reinforce the motor pattern of the Turkish get-up because they were just so ugly yesterday. So I decided, well, that seems to work. I did a couple test reps, and I liked how it felt. I really did like how it felt. And so I was like, well, fuck it. You know, that feels good. And also, before this, I warmed up. I realized lately I haven't been showing you many squats. And for a squat every day page, that feels like a mistake. But, you know, I'm just squatting with the bar, or maybe 95 pounds, just to get warm. I'm finding the squat is a really good warm-up. And like a total body warm-up, you know? Like I did squats to warm up for shoulder work today. And I feel like it was very effective, which is a little weird. But also, I don't know. It kind of makes sense with the jazzy biz of my body, you know? My body's a little weird. And I think direct shoulder work would have just fatigued me. I also did some crawling, and that's indirect shoulder work. So this is set 2, I believe. And you can see it's moving pretty well. I'd like to get that hinge out of my wrist a little bit. I'd like to straighten that out some, and I was consciously working on that, but you know, I kept slipping back into the old pattern. It's funny because wrist being more straight up and down, the weight actually moves better. But it feels more precarious, you know? And with the hinge in my wrist, the weight feels heavier, but I feel less in danger somehow. So that's kind of strange, because I'm in no danger at all, you know? I love this move. I'd never really done it before. You can see in my left arm that it's kind of fanning out to the side a little more than the right. And that's some of that scapula uncertainty that I was experiencing in Turkish get-ups yesterday, which maybe I didn't even talk about. Like the shoulder and the scapula are not coordinating quite as well as the right. And you can see it here. Yeah, see, that's way more straight up and down. There's a little English on it, but there's gonna be a little English, you know? And I like to twist the wrist and the radius of the forearm while I do it. Honestly, I don't have a good reason for doing that. I just like doing it. So yeah, you know, 5 each side. And we're gonna come up on the last set here in just a second. I didn't mean to film the second set. I was just going to film the first and last, but I accidentally left the camera playing. So here we go. All right, 10 reps. I'm watching it first time, same as you. And I felt like these were uglier. Yeah, right away they're uglier. I mean, that first rep was bad, but they're moving okay here. The wrists are absolute garbage. The worst wrists I've had since... I'm slowing down, but the bar is still moving pretty well. Okay. Head's coming through the center. Scaps are moving together on... Yeah, that one's gross. Oh, and it was the last one. All right, well, they felt way worse than they looked, so that's good. And yeah, man, it's a little simple workout. I'm going to go do a thing with my girlfriend. It's my day off. And I'm going to come home and try to do something fun. Get a little run in, do something fun later. I don't know what that's going to be yet. Look at that rump. Oof, I got a cute butt. Go daddy. Yeah, and there's that left arm again. You can see how it's kind of popping out to the flank. Just a little weird. And my wrists are gunked. I was pretty fatigued at this point. Flat palm to the ground, you know, just to gauge my distance. I think of my first set, I went to tented fingers, but I've got the flexibility. There's no reason for me to cut that corner. Yeah, and you can't really see from this angle, but that arm is way more straight up and down. That right shoulder socket is moving just a lot better than the left, which is a little ironic because the right shoulder socket hurts and the left doesn't. But anyway, this is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. Maybe I'll shoot short later. You know? Well, if I do something fun, I'll do it. But anyway, I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. Bye.